make things official. Otherwise, I think we're ready to rock and roll, eh?
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, it's kind of funny.
What?
Yeah. All right. So, hello. Welcome to Unblooded Dungeoneers. A bunch of friends get together on a Friday night and play Dungeons and Dragons. This is a homebrew campaign set in my world of Edenhearth. I don't have any of the maps set up yet, but as studio and game progression carries on, I'm sure we'll get plenty of that for, of course, the players and as well as viewers. So, let's go ahead and do some introductions. I'm the Dungeon Master, Jesus Silvas. To my left, in the gray beanie, we have Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
At the end of the table, we have Noah. To the right of me, beside Noah, we have Chris. And to my right is Selena. Shoot. I don't know if we want to go over introductions or just go into the game. Do we want to do introductions or just get into the game? Well, I mean, like, we were doing introductions anyway, right?
But,
so,
I mean, we could do that or do a refresher.
refresher?
For, you know.
Yeah, all right,
guys.
let's go ahead and do that.
That's probably the best idea.
So, picking up where we left off in the last session, we had a fighter who currently is not here right now, but Kharn and Thumper, our little Rabbitfolk ranger, were both inside the pits of an arena, getting ready to further their investigations of Kingpin, who is the fight coordinator of... Got this burst, my mistake. Jeez. Fight coordinator of the gladiator pits. And they kind of suspected something was going on. Kharn was just standing watch for Thumper, who went ahead and went into the main office of Kingpin and hid in the office with him as he was dabbling in something in his drawer. Thumper had to hide inside of a basket of this dust where he actually got high and was now trying to stay concealed, though he was sneezing, having a coughing fit, undetected. He was able to pick up a conversation between Kingpin and this other large Goliath humanoid that was the same race as Kharn. And in their conversation, this Burke was telling Kingpin, do away with that stuff. Let me fight Kharn. Let me get rid of the foreigner, he called him. And Kingpin told him to hush up and to go into the room with him in a sub office where they could speak in private. And this is where Thumper made his getaway, gathering a small bag of this glittery powder that he got from the drawer, switching it out with some of the powder that he had from the basket now. And he went back outside into the corridor of the main pit registration office, and he got back with Kharn, and together they decided to leave the office and start heading back to their pub. Then we came to Mark's character, who woke up beside a campfire in a daze. He was mostly naked. There stood before him some figure, some humanoid, wrapped in linens from head to toe. And he was asking if he remembered his last fight that landed him here. Of course, he had no recollection. And upon further inquiry of this figure, he was asking if he could still see the light. And as this tarnished individual began to focus not just on his own willpower, but on the willpower of heavenly intervention in his life, heavenly guidance, or I should say otherworldly guidance, he could indeed see a light that brought him to a large city, that is the Citadel of Atlas. The wrapped humanoid thought all was good, told him that he would be finding his friends that would help him on his journey there, and imparted on him some gear, his armor, his greatsword, and with a few kind words, he just vanished into thin air. This wandering soul would go through the first wall, that is, the first ring of the Atlian Citadel, and he could see to the left of the gateway that he chose to enter that there was this huge scarred hole from a dragon's breath attack 15 years ago during the 30-day war, when dragons made their presence known in Edenhearth and laid siege to the city. He went on from the 9th wall to the 8th wall, where he encountered an individual who stopped him from going into the 7th wall and told him, hey, stop him, stop him from going to the 7th wall, telling him, hey, you gotta pay a fee. You want to do this the easy way or the hard way? Of course, the tarnished individual didn't want to give up any money, so he said, whatever, so he leaves. And he finds a hole in the wall from the breath attack that penetrated the first wall and had melted the stone in the second wall. And he found a hole there where he climbed through. He had to climb up about 20 feet and had to climb through about 8 foot of wall. And then he dropped the 15 feet, catching himself on the ground, dusting himself up, and looking up and seeing before him the same individual now with 5 of his cronies beside him. I guess he wanted this the hard way. Screaming like a banshee from seemingly nowhere was this cloaked individual wielding a great axe, striking her first blow against one of these cronies coming to Mark's aid, who had drawn a greatsword, and a fight had begun. Kharn and Thumper, who were enjoying their drinks inside the pub, could hear the commotion outside, and when they came out, they could see 2 strangers being attacked by thugs, more of them coming in from the residential story houses on either side, and decided to join the fray and repelled the would-be bandits. They had succumbed all but 2 of these bandits, the supposed leader and a pretty decent swordsman who the paladin of our party here had shown respect to, putting down her sword. He put down his, and the party allowed these 2 to leave, but not before Thumper asking the leader to go ahead and drop his cloak and leave it behind, just so he could forget it, as the 4 now party members made their way to the pub. Kinsey, the half-orc paladin, who was the last to enter the pub, is the one who noticed a specific individual. I introduced you as this person with a pack on his back who had seen the fight happen, and after watching him go into this pub, you kind of settled your pack on your back a little bit more, and began to make your approach, and here's where we'll pick up. In the knotted wall. So,
It's called the knotted wall.
the pub, yeah. Yes, the pub is the knotted wall.
Okay.
So, Noah.
You have an extra pencil?
Yeah. Anyone else need a pencil?
Thank you. I think we're all good.
Okay. So, Noah, you begin to approach this pub just for some scenery layout here. It's a drab town, pretty it's just covered with milk, right? People here are impoverished. The walls are not kept up at all by construction, though there are constructions like scaffolding and stuff set up working on the wall, but they've been working on this thing for the last 15 years, and really not a lot of progress is going on. This place has been abandoned, or so it would seem, by the local governments. You have passed the outer and this first inner wall, and having seen this fight, people covered in mud, your shoes are just kind of thick with it, as a road that used to be paved at this point is now not. The stones rotted away. You make your way across this battle scene where you step on some ash that's just kind of like permanent embers pretty much from where this fire struck this wall, and as you cross that you got this crunching going on beneath your feet. The ground's always wet as you make your way approaching the pub, the entrance going down into a cellar. You come into the pub, you open the door, you look and you see this large Goliath who looks to this little rabbit folk, and they share words. So Kharn, to you, Thumper, would let you know that he is embarrassed about how he behaved during the fight, not showing any mercy to any people, though they asked for it, and you needed to step in and intervene and tell him, hey, it's time to stop now. And he's decided he's going to go and reflect on that for the night. So he's going to go to a room. So you see this Goliath who's just like he has to like kind of bend down where the ceiling is, right? His shoulders are about touching it, and he just saunters off. And then you see these three. You have a Rabbitfolk, a humanoid individual, though he looks kind of ghostly just in appearance. Why am I doing this? I'll let you guys describe yourselves. So, until we get to them, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm pretty used to like impoverished places and cities because I've just been on the run for as long as I can remember. So I don't even know if I'm being chased anymore, but I'm just going from town to town, looking for the next fight, looking for the next drink, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm approaching the bar. I see these guys. I'm intrigued, but I've got to get a drink.
Okay. So you go to the bar, and this guy standing there. What do you want?
Whatever you got.
We have gruel.
Gruel works.
All right. Bark. And he goes, yeah. Another gruel. All right. He comes back and he gives you the gruel. It's like gives you this rotted wooden mug, and you kind of look at it, and there's just like this nice silt sitting on the top of it. Kind of looking at it. That'll be 3 coppers.
I'll give you 2. This really is gruel.
You'll give me 3.
I'll give you 2.
You'll give me 4.
I'll give you 2.
Make a persuasion check. Fuck it.
So, D20. You gotta roll that. Alright. And then add your persuasion down here, wherever it says persuasion. Add that number. Persuasion.
What, perception?
No, persuasion. It should say persuasion.
Oh, 0.
0? Okay.
If you would rather intimidate him, you can try to intimidate him.
But that's your roll.
I'm gonna
pretty good.
I'm gonna roll with that. Yeah.
Okay.
So he got an 18.
18.
Yep.
And he goes, all right. And he kind of pushes it gruel closer to you. 2.
So I'll give him 2 copper.
All right. He takes 2 coppers and he even bites them. And just like, and he like chipped a tooth and he goes, helps. And just kind of haphazardly tosses him in the drawer, shuts the drawer. Well, be on with it.
So
You guys, go ahead.
So I walk away from the bar and I just go sit at the table.
Okay.
I'm watching these guys from across the room.
Okay. You in particular would notice him coming in, having this interaction, and then going and sitting down. Like, you guys aren't really locking eyes. Maybe you do, but of the party, you're the one that notices. What are you doing?
Probably going and getting a drink as well.
Okay. And so you see Kinsey stand. She goes and she gets a drink. And you guys looking. You guys have your little spat. Gives you a gruel. There'll be another 3 coppers. Yeah, you start with 10 gold pieces.
So if it's copper, then.
For the record, you should also be starting with 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, so
you
I'm
can
gonna
write
take
down.
a
Yeah.
How do I? So, gold and copper are the same.
Okay, so yeah, so
By the way.
conversion. So 10 silvers is 1 gold piece, and 10 coppers is 1 silver piece. So the conversion there is going to be, you're going to have 9 silvers now, and you're going to have 8 coppers. And so same for you. You're going to have 9 silvers and 7 coppers, because you're paying 7 coppers for the 3.
Yeah,
You're paying 3 coppers for the gruel.
Silver. I think it's like that
Okay.
one, the second one down,
pretty
is
much it.
silver.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, in which case, we come back to our tarnished and Rabbitfolk characters who are sitting watching Kinsey.
I'm pretty sure I already had a gruel, right? Was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys have
Yeah, so I
drinks
kind
right
of like looking at. I kind of pick it up and I take a little sip
So I laugh at that.
and I put it in what am I tasting?
And that headache you have right now, just like this is not helping that headache from that dust you inhaled earlier. I would mention that you do see this Rabbitfolk in his ears that I'm assuming are normally
I'd say
perked up.
Yeah, they're
they're now
drooped down
drooped
now.
down.
I'm really like exhausted right
Like
now.
they're cocked, and he just drinks this gruel now, and he just makes his face, his like little nose twitches, his whiskers kind of perk for a minute before relaxing again.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm good. No thanks. I don't like that. Does anyone else like this?
So I chug mine and I go over to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now approaching you is, what do you look like?
So I'm Daxar, known as Daxar the Butcher. I'm pretty stocky. I'm not super tall. Half orc. I've got blue eyes from my mother's side. She was a human. Yeah, and bulky and stocky is the best way to put it.
What was your name again?
Daxar.
Daxar.
Yeah.
That's a cool name. Well, hi, I'm Thumper.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
Thumper.
to meet you, man. This shit sucks.
Can I have it?
I mean, sure, yeah, you can take it.
So I
man.
slammed
don't
his gruel too.
Ugh.
Okay. And like you're used to worse. You're also used to stronger. This like not so very alcoholic. It's mostly watered down at this point.
I'm just looking for any. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotcha.
That's what led me here.
Am I in the bar too?
You are in the bar. You're at the same table with Thumper, and then she went to the actual bar. You guys are at the table, and he just approached you. And I'm assuming at this point sat down.
Yeah, I sit down.
Okay.
Just invite yourself.
By all means, yeah, go ahead.
I kind of like bumped the table a little bit too. Not intentionally, but it could have been.
So I'm gonna ask Daxar or tarnished Daxar. Who are you? Coming up to our table like that.
I kind of go where I want. Right now I'm just on to the next town. You guys looked interesting. I'm bored.
Were you part of the guys that were outside?
No. No.
Well, you missed it, man. It was a shit show out there.
I saw.
I think this dude chopped off like 2 guys' heads wrong. It was insane. Yeah, by the way, good work on that too. Shit, it's crazy. I was over there and I like held up a guy. I got you see my bow on me, right? Held up a guy and I was like menacing. Like ah, and then he like dropped his. He dropped his fucking cape. I forgot the cape. Shit. So yeah, I forgot the cape.
What are you doing?
I just kind of slumped in my chair. I forgot the cape. Damn.
Why don't we go get it?
Yeah, we could go get it. That sounds like pretty good. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, we can go get the cape.
It's a plot hook. We're going for the Jarvis Cave.
Yeah, let's go for the cape. Why not? So I just hop down off my chair and like I trip and fall on the ground.
Okay, yeah.
I realize again I'm really weak.
So this guy's super weak. And to
Yeah.
illustrate that, when he, just like you said, he hops down and his like legs are just kind of like wobbling like chicken legs a little bit, and then he just hits the ground, and he's just kind of at this point gasping for breath before he's able to stand up. And you are able to support yourself. It's just, in fact, you know what? I can go over exhaustion right now. If I flip this the right side up, it gives me a reason to do that quick.
So can I carry him?
You can carry him 100%, brother.
I'm a little 2 foot. Little
So I don't
thing,
even
like,
ask him.
what, like
I
50s,
carry him.
Like 20, 30, I don't know, like 50. I don't know. I'm my weight. I really didn't go out on weight. I just went on height.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Oh, there we go.
I don't even ask you.
Yeah, so right now your speed is halved.
Have?
Yeah, your speed is halved.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. So he said he just picks me up. Then he just
Okay.
grabs me. Yeah.
So you're just like,
Just scoop him up, put him on my shoulder.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, bro. Phew, that fight, man. I swear to God.
not as tall as Kharn's shoulder, but
Yeah.
gets you off the ground.
Cool.
And you guys are now making your way outside to the cape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, if you go down these steps over here. Okay. Was it? Wait, was it left? Shit. I'm kind of trying to remember. Where the fuck was it? No.
You
it was-
pass the cape on your way in. By the way, it's like literally you go up out the cellar, and it's like not even 100 feet.
And I'm like, yeah, it's on the other side of the town or whatever. Like, I don't remember. I really knocked
I'm
me
assuming
out.
you like left the bar and are joining these guys when they step out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
You guys see it? I don't know where it's at.
Okay.
Does anyone know where the cape is? I mean, I saw a cape coming in.
Did you see
It could it be the same cape?
What color was it?
It was gray. But I mean, it could have been dusty or ash.
Yeah, let's go look at the cake. Fuck it. Let's
All
go
right.
check it out.
Okay, so you guys are making your way out the bar, going down the road about 100 feet, and where you saw it, it's not there anymore. You do see, like, there are some people walking on the streets. Maybe someone came by and picked it up, but if you're trying to see who may have done that, you can make a perception check. Otherwise, as far as you know, the cape is as good as gone.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
Okay.
Which was out of the 20?
Yeah, you roll d20, then you add your...
So 15 plus perception 2. So 17.
17.
Nice.
So you're familiar with impoverished areas. You're familiar with, like, you know who to look for,
Yeah.
right? And generally, it's in plain sight. And I say that because you see this one gentleman who's about to start pushing his cart again, finish getting one sleeve through, like getting his arm through the other sleeve of this long cape/cloak deal, right?
Okay.
And just kind of like fits it on his chest a little bit, and he goes back to pushing his cart. What are you doing?
So I think we should approach him.
You see it?
I want to intimidate him. Yeah, it's on a guy. He's
What
over
guy?
there.
Point him out.
Let's go
Which
get
one?
him.
Which guy?
He's
Point him
that
out.
guy with the cart.
Right
there.
Yeah, let's go get him. And I'm kind of like on his shoulder and like holding him like, yeah, let's go.
Okay, so
Kinda
you
wait
guys,
until-
you guys
yeah.
beat feet and approach this gentleman who's pushing a cart, and as you're just going, carrots, potatoes, fresh produce.
So I think of what vegetables would pair with him.
Huh? And then
And then I snap out.
no.
I hadn't eaten.
No. I say, hear that, and I act dead on his shoulder.
Okay, so he says that, and then you just
I just limp up and go dead.
all right, and the guy with the cart stops and turns and looks at you, and I mean, like, he's just like ragged. He's got like this little white cap over his head, kind of tight, balding, with some black curled hair coming out from the sides. He's got this long, unkept beard. As he's kind of looking over, fresh produce to go with that. Yeah. That looks like a person.
I'm kind of like muffling
I haven't eaten.
my laughs in his.
I'm not gonna ask any questions.
I'm not gonna eat them.
Right, okay, I'm not gonna ask any questions. It's 5 coppers for a pound of each. Which would you prefer?
How much for the cake?
What? The cape?
Cloak? What was it?
Are you talking about this?
Yes.
I just got this
I
thing.
don't. It doesn't suit you.
And then I kind of like pinch him on like his shoulder, and I say like in his ear, kind of I'm like, say it's ours.
It's ours. I misplaced it.
Make a deception check.
I was thinking intimidate, but
Well,
I'll do a deception.
At this point, you're trying to deceive him. You're being nice about it.
12.
12. Yeah, and he's just kind of looking at you. No, you did? I found this on the ground. If this is yours, I think you would be keeping it on your person, wouldn't you? Besides, it doesn't fit you. It hardly fits me. And he holds his sleeves out, and the sleeves are coming out past his fingertips just a little bit. He has to roll them up, fix them.
That's mine.
You're intimidating now?
I'm intimidating.
Make an intimidation check. All right then. And he starts taking it off. And then he's up one sleeve. And he takes off the other. Yeah, of course. It's yours. I didn't mean to take it.
Yeah, as he's reaching over, I kind of like come back and I'm like, thanks. And I just I like throw it over. I throw it over. I'm like, come on, bro, let's go. Fuck this guy.
Oh my goodness.
Cool, man. And I'm like, kind of like still hunched over, and I turn down on my back, and I'm like hanging out. I'm like, whoa, look at this thing, dude. This thing's cool. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, do I see anything on it? Any kind of like sigils or anything?
Don't got nothing on that thing.
No.
Man. It's just a regular old cloak. Like, you realize now that there's actually like the fibers in it are kind of loose and frayed from just like age and use. Like, it's just kind of worn down, and there's like some holes in it here and there.
Man, and I'm still hanging, and I'm like, man, this thing caught my fucking arrow, but I could have just missed. Hit his.
What do you remember
his
about
cape.
the bandits that attacked you?
There was this one scraggly dude or whatever. I think he was like the boss or something. He was haggling you, wasn't he?
He was haggling me, trying to beat me out.
Yeah. Yeah, was that like a shakedown or what was that?
Shakedown, I guess.
Huh.
Wanted me to pay him to enter the city.
Me and Kharn entered it for free a couple days ago.
No one bothered me.
That's fucked up.
Just a bunch of thugs.
Huh. Yeah, but we took care of it. I mean, he cut off 2 of his heads, man. It's nuts. I got the boss pretty good in the knee. That was, man, I fucked him up, fucked his knee up. Yeah. He ain't gonna walk normal again. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean,
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Can I do an arcana?
yeah, right.
Oh, on the cloak? Yeah, go for it.
What are we doing?
I'm doing an arcana check on the
Arcana? Okay.
Ooh.
So 24. No. 21.
21. By no means is this archaic at all. It is the most mundane piece of clothing.
No sigils.
At this point, you're kind of picking up. No, I think that guy has just been around the block and has learned to take care of things flying at him. Like, it's
guy now.
So that's what I was
Teach you how to-
wondering about the bandits.
the cloak. The cloak is raggy, but it's pretty heavy as well.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking at it. I'm like,
We could trade it for potatoes.
you want to go
At
back?
this point, the cart guy has been walking off. He's been leaving. He's been intimidated out of this fine piece of apparel.
He's not gonna sell his shit.
Literally seconds after he picked it up.
I'm just
And
like,
he's making his way down the road. Slowly making his way around the long, winding, and circling bend of the 8th wall and is gone around the corner.
So what if we keep it and ask people if they recognize it. Is there any distinguishing?
I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see anything on it. There was no, sigil. It smells like shit, honestly.
I smelled worse.
Take a
At
smell,
this
bro.
point, you guys can hear some ringing coming from down the direction the gentleman went, and you recognize immediately it's the port of Atlas, and it's just some ship hailing its oh shoot, what do you call it? Its dock. It's just coming in to port, and you guys hear this intermittently, but that would catch your attention, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to go to the docks.
What's at the
Okay.
docks?
I'm just looking for something.
Okay.
Someone.
The night's young. I still see the sun. Why not? You guys want to check it out? Yeah, let's go check the port. Yeah. Check it out.
So you guys begin
Forward.
heading south, down the walls away, and I'd say travel a good quarter mile, where you now come to another gate that's set up, and this part of town has an archway, and there's a second level gate and a lower level gate. Both of them are guarded, and commerce, transportation, that type of thing is going on above you, outside the city wall, to where it goes to a ramp down into the ports, and it's set up like this to keep merchants coming in and out of Atlas via port from having to go through the mud and the muck of the first three walls of the Citadel. And you would know to gain access, you just have to use the lower portion of the gate, talk to some guards, let them know your business, though generally, you would need a business or purpose. So, that said, you guys approach the lower gate heading to exit towards the port. And there's just one guard posted up there. He's wearing kind of a drab olive cloak over his left shoulder. He's carrying his lance and long shield, kite shield I should say, in the other arm. But he's just more so relaxed and sees you guys approach. Halt. What's your business?
It's a business.
I was following you guys.
Alright, you, what are you doing here?
So, had what we texted about, has that happened?
You had that dream, yes.
Okay. So, I'm looking for someone.
Alright. And what, you think they came through here? Are they missing?
In a sense, yeah, they're missing. I look for them at docks and waters.
Okay. Clearly you need to,
Dogs.
I had gym rules.
Yeah, so I kind of,
so recreational hours of the docks, what time is it anyway? We'll say it's 3 o'clock. So recreational hours of the docks is going to be available to you until 6. There is by no means permissible access into the merchants, or of course, military portions of the docks. If you're caught within those areas without a pass, you will be tried immediately. And believe me, after that little spiel, I'll make sure the boys have their eye on you.
how much
Come
is
on
the
through.
pass?
How much is a pass?
Yeah.
You're trying to bribe an official right now?
Just asking the price of the pass.
There is no price for these passes. You have to be permitted.
Okay, well, how do you get permitted? That's what I would want to know.
You're either military or you're a merchant. Which is it? Alright. Then stick to the recreational area of the port. You'll find longboats there for rent. Please, go through. Then he makes open the archway, I'm assuming you guys are passing through.
Yeah, we
Okay.
passed through. I passed through.
So you guys one by one go on through. And the recreational area, it's still fairly large. You see some folks coming in and out, and they rent these longboats where they go out into the ports. And as you look out the port, you see there are these large stone walls that create its own little alcove for ships coming in and out, specifically for the recreational area. When you look out beyond that, you see some more walls as well as docking barricades, longshores for merchant boats. And you see some large ones, you see some smaller ones, a lot of them are embroidered, but beyond that you can see the golden sails of the Sunfire Naval Company. And these are this is a part of the military fleet of Atlas. Do you remember the name of the ship you're looking for?
I don't.
Make a history check.
History check.
Yeah.
That's a 20.
Yes, sir. I'd say go ahead and make this history check with advantage.
I rolled a 20.
Nat 20.
Oh, you got a natural 20?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to text it to you.
Oh, what do you think?
Alrighty.
That's right, yeah.
Alright, so I try to get a better look at the ships. I'm looking for the Mortar Moor.
Okay, you're letting everyone else know that as
Yes, I'm letting them know. Like, I'm not letting them know why, because I just met them.
well? Right.
you
You're
know.
just looking for the Mortimer.
The Mortar Moor, yeah.
Okay. And with that, whoever's actively looking for this ship, there's a zone as well as another gate that stops you from going into the merchants area of the docks, as well as, of course, the military, which is far beyond the merchants portion of the port. So seeing ships from where you're at now is pretty difficult, as you're on relatively flat ground. And yeah, but if you're gonna try, go ahead and make a perception check. Everyone who's actively looking.
Well, how could we get closer?
To the ship?
Yeah. Because we'd have to go in restricted areas. Or we can do I can do a perception check and try to see from here. But it's really important to me. I don't know.
What? Just this broad range here is the ships.
Yeah.
That we gotta look for. All right, let's look. Why not? Just do a roll for a look. So I'm looking as well.
Yeah.
Are we all rolling?
If you're actively searching, yes.
So I got 3.
Yeah, if you want, if you're looking, yeah.
6.
We're adding perception?
Yeah.
20.
20.
16.
16.
I got 3.
3. So 6, 15, 3, and 20. Can say. You do a quick scan of the ports, and you're just like kind of judging each ship by its bow, the ones of the names that you can't read. But I'd like you to make a history check for me with advantage, please.
Okay.
5.
It's with advantage.
Yeah.
That sucks.
You just know that the name Mortimer is sounds like you have a pretty strong hunch that it's a military vessel.
We should probably go to that one.
What's that?
So we should probably go to that one.
That one?
Oh well, I mean, like you don't see it, you just know that the Mortimer is a military vessel. And you guys, like from where you're at now, you can't see any of the military vessels. You can see some of their sails, but you wouldn't be able to recognize it from where you're at. So you would need to either gain access or sneak your way into those sections of the ports to further your investigation for the ship.
What time did he say the port stuff closes? Was it 6?
So what time is it now?
3:30.
3:30.
30, couple
I
hours.
say we sneak in.
You sneak in at night? We can do it at night. I think night would have more coverage.
Yeah.
I know we're not the smallest. I mean, most of us aren't the smallest.
What if we...
I mean, I would go myself and go check it out, but I can't move as much. Who's the next smallest?
What's guarding the military side? I've seen that part yet.
That's true. Yeah, we haven't seen that part.
Well, we don't want a Navy on us.
So this gateway from the recreational area into the merchants area, you see there's a gentleman, and he's just kind of just in some scholar's clothing. He's in his own little booth, and he's currently holding like a ledger where he pens in some people's names who drop off some coin to him that he takes, and then he gives them a slip of paper, and they take that into the gate just to get into the merchants portion of the port.
It's a coin, huh?
Coin or
We need to rent a longboat.
for the longboat.
Yep.
Sail around kind of thing?
Sail around.
Okay.
I don't know how much they cost. I got 2 full pieces.
Got 2. I got 10 in my pack. That's my allowance. But,
How much is this worth to you?
It's worth a lot to me. It's
What are you going to give us?
yeah, that's true. That's a good question. What does it benefit us? Now I'm looking at your face, but the adventure. I've been on plenty of adventures in my time, man. Fuck out of you, no. Boat. Man, I was just on a boat a couple days ago. Fuck. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go talk to somebody. Let's go see how much this boat costs.
okay.
So we go and so we're still in that area, the
Yeah.
public area.
Yeah. You guys are gonna go and figure out what it costs to rent a boat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys get to describe, and he's sitting there. He's kind of snobby. He's kind of nose is upturned at you guys, and he's kind of judging the rabbit on your shoulder, and you're kind of, I'm imagining, not well kept. And then of course you have a guy who looks like he sleeps outside, and then a half orc who's just covering your face. What? Sorry. How are you presenting yourself, by the way?
I feel like that.
Did you say you're a half orc?
Well, yeah.
Like this guy's face type deal?
Oh. Yeah, no. Just myself.
Or? Okay. Okay. And yeah, just kind of. How may I help you find people? He says that looking like at you, and then his eyes kind of shift back to you. I'm sorry. Are these guys with you? And he's like looking at the Rabbitfolk and the one slightly humanoid creature. You guys, none of you guys are human. You guys are looking around. You guys realize they don't really fit in. There's like a lot of elves. There's a lot of dwarves. There's a lot of humans. But like, this is the first time I had a party that there's not one human.
I said,
Tarnished is human.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
human.
sorta.
Like ghastly looking guy. Not I wouldn't like to say ghoulish, but you know,
I say, look,
you
man.
can tell you're different.
I say, look, man. We're people too.
Well, yes, of course. So long as you have money, you will be treated as people. So, what are you looking to
Oh,
do?
you mean that kind of gold?
He looks at the
Yes.
gold piece. Well, it kind of depends on what you're trying to do.
I'd like to rent a longboat, please.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. A longboat is 8 silvers for a day. And your day expires in 2 hours, but you can come back tomorrow morning and have more time.
How about, and I kind of, with that one gold coin, I kind of turn it into 2. I'm like, how about for 2 days? Or for the rest of the night?
Make a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. And he looks at that and goes, I am sure the lodger wouldn't mind.
Kind of homing
Just
up.
for the rest of the night. Bring it back here by 5 a.m.
6.
Push a hard bargain as he reaches.
I picked the boat.
Okay. Sure. Then he takes
So
it.
what kind of boats are there? I want
Okay,
to
so-
know. I want to know what I'm buying.
Looking
you know?
around, you got several different types of longboats. You have some like styles that are like John boats that are it's like a flat back end, like the stern of it is flat.
It's like a
With a
skip.
decent size. Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much. Someone who fucking knows bows, because I don't know shit all about bows.
A little crooked little.
Yeah, so like a skiff, right? It's got two sails, a larger sail and a smaller sail that spins with the rudder, depending on where you want to turn. You have a most very, very common longboat, which is just like a Viking longboat. It's just like a giant canoe that can fit up to 12 people, and it's got oars. It's all oars. That's the only way you're going to be able to move that son of a gun, is if you're going to be rowing. What you guys do know is that the longboat traditional is a lot easier to operate than one with sails. Unless you guys are going to go ahead and start making some... I'll let you guys decide the checks that would be needed for that to operate a sailboat effectively versus a longboat.
I was supposed to roll out with disadvantage, huh?
You're going to be making that check. You're going to be making these checks with disadvantage.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I'll try to remember that.
Oh, you're talking about the persuasion check?
Yeah. Well, wasn't it all checks?
Let me double check
So why do you have a disadvantage?
Because I'm
Yes.
exhausted.
Yep.
I have 2 points of
So
exhaustion.
we need to rest. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, that's why I can't walk. But I mean, I got your shoulder, so we're doing good.
So you do have disadvantage on your checks right now.
It's all checks.
All checks. And your speed is halved.
Okay. All right. Cool. So which ones do you guys want to pick?
well, I don't know how to operate sails.
Says the guy that knows all the sailboats that are around here, right?
Oh, I know about boats. but
Yeah,
I-
stiffs. Okay. Let's just go with the regular one. All right. A rowboat?
Isn't that what it is?
I mean,
It's not the sail.
Yeah, you guys doing the rowboat or the sails? That's kind of the question here. The difference here would be like speed, really, more than anything. A rowboat would be slower than a boat that can be sailed.
I think we need speed. If we're trying to get caught. We want to catch the angles on the
That's right,
shadows.
that guy could
Yeah.
turn us in too and just take our gold. Your gold.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, let's get the speedy boat.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
And so you guys come to the lodger, and he's checking you out. By the way, the ledger, the guy behind the counter there, would have given you guys a pass for boats, and you just present it to this gentleman, who would then get you guys on board, suited, lets you know that you're permitted to leave 2 nautical miles outside of the port walls themselves, and then he says bring it back here by 6.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys have
yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah.
He's not let in on your guys' little deal with homie. You got it. All right.
It's kind of yeah.
All right.
Do
Well,
that.
and you guys get all on board. He finishes untying the boat. He tosses you out the rope, and he's like, "All right." And he and a few other ship hands just grab the boat and just start pushing you guys off and into the water. You guys get out in the water, and now it's time to open the sails. Who's gonna make the sleight of hand check for me to open the sails?
I can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah. I can do it.
What's your plus sleight of hand? 3. I should have went.
And so it's first of all, you're you're on the boat and you're just already doing this number, and it's the waves are the sea is calm. And you're just oh god, and you go up and you just start trying to undo the knots for the main, and you're just you are goofing up bad. Does someone want to help him?
I'll help him.
You'll help him. All right, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, 7.
You guys open it about halfway. It's trying to roll down the main mast, and it's the little bit that it does roll down, the wind catches it, and it starts to billow a little bit, but it's only half of it's beginning to do its thing. So you guys are kind of steering to the left. Who's working the rudder?
I'll work the rudder.
With the rudder? Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check for me.
16. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys still have the sail for the rudder as well that's not been put up yet. You guys are still messing with the main sail. So for now, you're just fighting the wind with the rudder, and there's no wind assisting you with the rudder. It's all just manpower. So you're just holding that rudder, making sure that the ship is not going to be like drifting off to the left to hit other ships. You're just trying to keep it straight, and your ship is just kind of currently sailing like this.
Okay.
Okay, so that said, it takes about like 5 minutes of you guys just awkwardly trying to get out to sea before you guys finally get the main masts open, and then you guys tie your knots for the main mast. It's going straight. You're able to steer it all right, but turning is still a little difficult. Are you guys gonna like? Who wants to unfurl the rudder sail now?
Does that involve climbing?
It does involve climbing.
What else climbing?
I mean, athletics, acrobatics, dexterity checks, stuff like that. But I'm with disadvantage.
I'll do it. I mean, I'm doing it better, but did you want to?
I was just saying I have +5.
Are they all doing jobs? Or?
And I'm proficient in it.
Yeah, do it.
So
These two are not doing jobs. You are manning the
Fighting
rudder.
the
So we have
rudder.
+7.
Yeah, and I'm
Yes.
with
Hold
all
up,
that.
dude.
The other sail.
Oh, the other seal?
Natural
Yeah.
20.
Natural 20. And now,
You got that 20?
she learned during your guys' little charade there, trying to figure out how to just get this one sail like uncurled, and then she goes over and hoists this sail now, and you just like climb up the sucker. You grab like this you grab the rope that's kind of set up in like a thieves knot, and just like with one hand you just like undo that knot, and it just opens up. And now the rudder that you're like been like pushing to one side to try to keep the wind going, whatever, is now nice and easy to control. And you just come back down, you tie it to the bottom of the mast, and you guys now have a skiff traveling decently fast. It's going like 8 knots. You guys are now coming to I guess you can consider it like the crab claw of the port, right? And the recreational zone you guys are in is closed off to the merchant and the military zones. So, you guys are getting used. What's that?
You said it's still closed off?
One more time.
You said that it was still closed off?
It was still closed off. No. So, like, I'm just saying the recreational zone is walled off from the military and merchant zones, but there's open port you guys can come out and then turn to go into that traffic lane, essentially. And when you guys do come out of the mouth of this port,
It's still restricted.
yeah, when you guys come out of this mouth of the port, you see a few merchant ships that are just like ducks in a row coming into port, as well as a few waddling ducks making their way out of port.
God, we gotta maneuver.
I'm not even sure we can get out of the way of ships.
So yeah, you guys are going to be dealing with traffic just to pass by these lanes of ships coming in and out.
I don't think I can do anything too well, but I'll try to navigate. I'll yell out where to go, I guess, to see, like, kind of predict.
Yeah.
So you'll be making performance checks with disadvantage.
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
Let me get my...
Otherwise, you guys are going to try to pass this lane to get to the military side of the port there?
Yes.
Okay. In which case, Thumper, you're guiding them. Your performance is going to be either hindering or giving these guys a buff.
All right.
Go ahead and make that check with disadvantage.
15.
Is that disadvantage?
Yeah, 18 and 15.
All right. Hell yeah.
So what do I see? And then I'll...
All right, so what do you see?
Yeah.
You see like these frigates, just like there's one large frigate, just like, and like, I'm sorry, this ship is like a good 16 times bigger than your little skiff. If this sucker hits you guys are in the water, and it's just slowly coming out. You can see some of the sails start to come down as like all the deckhands are just working their butts off to get it open. You can hear the guy in the crow's nests like blowing his horn and giving commands to people up on the upper masts, as well as another gentleman in a smaller nest halfway up the main sail doing the same, commanding everyone else in the mid sails. And then of course the guy on the bow who's just checking traffic, making sure that they're clearing their dock as they're coming out. And you guys are currently coming in. There is a gateway to pass, but it have to be like snappy. Otherwise, you're gonna be waiting like 10 minutes for this.
Is there like in my little wherever the hell I'm at, you know, my little area on the little boat? Is there like a little how you said like how he has a horn and he's like, "Ooh," you know, how he's doing the horn?
Yeah.
Do I have anything like that? Like in the little area?
So make an investigation check with disadvantage.
12.
12. Good enough. And you're looking around and like there's like a little cabinet and you just flip it down and you got like a little. No, you do have yourself like a little brass trumpet though, and it says emergency use only.
I'm like, nah, he's using one. So, okay, so I see the lane or whatever. I'm like, all right, get ready, guys. And then we're gonna make this pass. I go, beep. And, you know, and I'm like, go.
Okay. Everyone has advantage on their checks.
That is all I can do.
Everyone has advantage on their checks.
It's a 2. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and start with the people working in the main mast. What are you two doing?
So I'm on the back one, right? Or the front one?
She's in the back one. You're on the front one.
Okay. I guess opening the sails up so that we can pick up speed.
Just get him up wider.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make another. Dang, dude, I wish I ran boats more often.
Survival.
Yeah, I was gonna say either survival or a sleight of hand check to try to open up those sails more, whichever floats your boat.
Slide of hand.
Literally.
With advantage?
Yeah, with advantage.
18.
Nice.
18.
Yeah, 18.
Okay, and so with that, you're now just like kind of grabbing the ropes in each hand. You're just opening them up, and you're also steering the boat with this sail now, like adjusting the ropes with your hands manually. Doing this, like you're able to catch the wind and get your boat moving like a couple knots faster. What are you doing?
I'm like, tarnished, nice.
You guys are following after him, right?
Yeah. So you're on the sail in the back.
Like it's
You're just gonna like try to do the same deal.
Like a sea of thieves over here, bro.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
What do we do once we find the ship?
17.
17. Right on.
That's a good question. Welcome
Okay,
to D&D.
and you're doing the same exact thing. You just like open your sails a little bit more, and when he goes to move his rudder, you're just giving assistance. You already have advantage on your check, but like should be like a bonus. So I'll say you have advantage +3 now,
Okay.
and you are just steering, making sure you're gonna like avoid this ship as you cross.
No.
So, what was it?
Advantage +3.
Yeah, but what was the roll for like athletics?
Oh,
acrobatics?
sorry. Yeah, for this is just gonna be athletics.
So, 12, 15.
15.
Nice.
Okay, and then performance check for your horn.
2.
It plays like some George Michaels.
Yeah, right.
And so you guys are all like you're doing great. You're opening up the sails when he needs to start turning to the left a little bit turning to the right a little bit to point his nose away from the bow of this frigate that's coming in. You're doing great on that. You're even just like adjusting the sail to the right as well. And so not only you guys are like kind of turning away, you guys are like turning and drifting away as well, right? The performance with the horn, however, as you guys just hear this little as he's just trying to blow into it, and you guys can see up on the bow of the frigate, he's looking down, and he's like, 7 hells, there's a goddamn longboat directly starboard. What is that? What's the bow? Bow starboard side. Hard to port. And it's just like the whole ship. You just hear like a right, and like everyone's shouting, everyone's doing whatever. Like you see the sails slowly starting to turn to catch some wind, and the ship's like moving to the left, and it's coming into oncoming traffic, and those guys are just like hitting their own horn, and it's just like this loud commotion as you guys just like skinny on through between these two ships that are coming into port. And they just immediately like, look down and start swearing at you guys, cursing you all to hell as you guys are passing on by.
Like, hey, fuck you! We were here first!
They can't hear you over the horn.
Yeah.
Like, you go, hey! And, so yeah, you guys make your way past the lanes. Like your whole ship's getting rocked as this is happening. And, but...
Because of the waves.
Yeah, but you guys are good to go as you pass by those lanes. And you're looking now at the merchants' ports. There's like 7 of these large frigates that have already docked. And again, you look back down the shipping lane and you see just even more coming in. It's just such a busy place. And you can hear the shouts coming from the dock from where you're at in the water now. People onloading and offloading cargo. Just trying to get these ships back in the water to continue their commercial routes across Edenhearth. Beyond that, you see the large white stone walls of the Sunfire Naval Company. These large banners that hang down over these concrete barricades that are set up in their own little lanes to keep merchants and recreational skiffs from crossing over into the military sector of the port. And sitting on either side of those concrete lanes, outside of the main lane where ships come in and out, though there's not really any traffic here at all, still, you see 2 smaller, I guess, I don't really know what to call them. I guess I'll call them freighters. They're just triple sail ships. You're looking at them. There's like 40 oars on each side of them, as well as these sails. They're double deckers, and you see they just have like long battering rams on them. But
Damn, I want to fuck with those guys.
How big were they? Like, were they man o' wars? Like that big, or?
no. I'd say, like, are you familiar with Assassin's Creed? Like Black Flag? They're like the Jackdaw when you first get
okay.
it. Yeah. There we go. I'll just start going off Assassin's Creed stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're all familiar with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see 2 ships very similar to the Jackdaw on either side of these concrete barricades. And then again, the whole port's walled off except for the lane that's established by the concrete barricades. But there's like some decent space in there that you could fit your skiff through, but it would be some finagling. You guys would need to be pretty adept at your job to not get crushed up against the rocks.
I'm like, well, we got the merchant side over there. You guys want to try for the shifty military area? Which way you want to go? You want to try to go in and then cut through, or you want to just go full bore?
What time is it now?
At this point, it's like 4 o'clock. You guys just want to wait it out until 6?
What do you guys think?
I mean, the Mortar, I don't know what kind of ship it is. I don't know if it's a merchant ship or a military ship. It sounds like a military ship just from the name and in my...
Didn't she mention anything or not?
Oh.
Did she mention
history.
anything, or
That's right.
she just knew it was?
Or she just has a strong hunch that it's a
But she didn't
military
mention
ship.
anything about
That's
it.
right.
Well,
I don't
would've
think so.
I would have assumed that I did tell them.
Okay, then yeah.
So then
She
we
told
know.
you guys.
So it's military. So we
Okay.
know it's military. So with that, should we go to the merchant side and kind of sneak in, or do you guys want to try to go through
You mean like go into the
military?
merchant side and sneak in
That to the military, or just
from
full
land?
on go in? Yeah, from land, or go full on in and just pull up the port in the military zone.
I'm kind of feeling land, but then there's going to be more guards on land, right?
I mean, I think
But we don't know what we're doing.
we're past the
We already got to go for those 2 hours. It says we're returning in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know.
What are we going to do if we find the ship?
Go check it out. Isn't your
Yes.
idea? While
Yeah.
we're doing all this shit.
So, it was a dream that I had about
Around here
someone
because of a dream.
I care about. Yeah.
Right. I'm just like, we're here because of your dream. We're here
Yeah.
because of your dream.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Well, we're this far. Might as well keep going. What do you guys think?
I got a quick question. How do I check that grease thing? Is that like once a day at a rest?
Oh, you can use it one more time today.
One more time?
Yep. And it's gonna be a wisdom check, and the challenge is 10.
So I'm gonna check that out. See.
What are you checking?
So part of the tarnished thing, I have the ability to see which way the
He's got a waypoint, basically.
yeah, I've got a link in there and it tells me the general direction I should be going.
Oh, okay.
Which
Like clairvoyance.
yeah, somebody told
Okay.
me to
Yeah.
go find a group. I found a group. Or that I was going to meet friends along the way, and it happened so it would be like the very next day kind of thing.
Alright.
5. Okay. And so you start to try to focus your willpower on this, and at this time, otherworldly powers are just not intervening.
I don't say nothing. I don't know insights.
What do you guys think? Are we gonna be better on land? I say keep sailing.
We're halfway there.
Yeah, we're
Keep
halfway
sailing.
there. I think
Yeah,
we keep
let's-
sailing.
let's-
If
I agree.
and it feels personally me to like go and sneak on land. I know you kind of want to do that too, but it'd be for like nighttime would be like where I specialize.
I mean, I have dark vision, so
Alright, cool.
Are you guys
So
gonna-
you'd see me.
Are you guys gonna pull into port at the merchants?
we're still deciding.
Okay.
I think we're shooting for the port of the military.
Military.
You guys are gonna try to.
Isn't that where you said there was some spots, or was that the merchants?
No. That's what I'm talking about here. So to try to paint a better picture, though, you guys have like these barricade, like large concrete barriers, right? And there's a space in between these barriers for you guys to fit a skiff through. The problem is that this lane is just large enough for one of these ships to leave at a time. And I mean, there are other gates along the wall of this part of the port in case like there's military emergency and they need to open up these gates and let all the ships out at once. But as far as like coming in and going out right now, only one lane, and you have to cross this concrete barrier that's been set up outside of the wall of the port. And there's 2 like jackdaw-sized ships, like just patrolling that area by the gate as well.
So easy or hard?
It does seem like a hot area.
Well, we could go easy, kind of try to blend in with merchants, maybe see if there's
I was
some
thinking
sort of way.
disguises or something
Yeah,
too.
some sort of way to get
My
in.
deception's not that great.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Head for merchant port.
So I'll
I
find
kind
a
of,
merchant.
do it again.
You want to do military?
I'm on whatever you want to say.
All right, so we're going to the merchant port.
Okay.
So I
So
blow my horn
guys-
again.
Oh, are you blowing your horn to give these guys direction, or are you blowing your horn to just like make wary
To give
everyone
direction,
else?
yeah. To be like, yeah, on the port, and then because I've fallen into like a little like captain's.
Okay.
I'm
You're
playing
like taking
I'm
up
playing
the
a
captain's
bit.
persona.
Yeah, I'm playing a bit. I'm like to board, and I
Was there a
Yeah.
captain's hat in the cabinet?
There was not like I'm just at the captain. There's not even a lower deck. There's just like
we're on it, bro.
yeah, there's like a hatch that you can open up, and you see there's like sandbags in there to keep like the ship from like tilting
Yeah.
over and stuff. But that's
Yeah.
it. So
So yeah, I give direction and get my little horn.
make a performance check.
All right.
7. You guys. Yeah, you guys are getting all disadvantage as he's trying to guide you now to a lane and going
left.
into
No, I mean right.
Your other left.
Yeah, you're on the left.
port. He's going port. That's starboard. Port. And so yeah, everyone make your checks with disadvantage. I'm looking for a score of at least 20 total for like Accumulatively, total. So,
It's a lower number. And that's it. Like you don't add anything to it or anything.
well, you do add your athletics because you're steering. And you're going to add your survival because you're still working knots.
Oh, okay.
So I've got 14.
Survival? Okay.
Oh, 14 for disadvantage?
Yeah, for the athletics.
That's like your lower number.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You rolled a 7.
What am I adding?
You're going to be adding your athletics.
Uh, 11 and 7.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, like, despite the really poor direction, he's telling you which direction to go. He's like pointing one way and like shouting the other, and you guys are just like ignoring him as you see like in your clear open lane. The problem is it's like this huge freaking lane, right? And as soon as you guys are pulling in, I should have asked, are you guys trying to be stealthy about this at all? Like, are you gonna try to like sneak in?
I'd say we picked the speedy boat, so we're just trying to get there.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like full on.
We don't want to be noticed, but we're not being sneaky.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Trying to do it fast.
Yeah. Just get there.
Yeah, gotta pull out my dice for this one.
Oh, no.
All right. So you guys are pulling into this one lane, right? And you see one guy kind of looking at you from afar, and he's just kind of looking at you, and he's going like this. And you guys are getting closer and closer. You can hear him, go back, go. And you guys like come in. What are you doing? He's just like, what you? I've been telling you to go back. You can't port here. What are you guys doing?
I gotta pee.
I was gonna say we were
I gotta pee, and I'm like, and I kind of like start groaning. I'm like, I gotta pee so bad.
You can't just pee off the side of the ship.
How
dare you. I need luxury. I need a porcelain toiletry for my buttocks. I'm trying to kind of make myself a little like, I've dropped the captain's persona, and I'm like trying to be as royal as I can.
Make a deception check with disadvantage, bro.
Oh, one.
Oh, okay. And he's just looking at you. No, just no.
There's only one guy?
At this point, yeah, there's like one guy, but then there's like a few onlookers, like a few of the loaders for these other ships are kind of looking down. They're all just kind of sitting there, like some of them get on crates and just kind of sitting watching what's going on. A few of them are in earshot of what's happening, but they're more just like looking at like this impossibly small skiff in a frigate's port here. Like, I'm looking down at you, not because you're short, but because your boat's like clear the hell down there. And he's just like looking at you. How are you even gonna get up on the dock anyway?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it?
Yeah.
I've got a pretty good throw.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back with the guard. And it turns and walks away. What are you guys doing now?
We port.
Okay, we're porting.
Right? I mean, what do you guys think?
Either that or we
Or
can
we
pull
get the hell
out.
out of there.
What do you think?
I think we jump out.
We jump out?
Jump out and hit land?
Try to run, yeah.
Okay.
Abandoned ship!
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are abandoning ship. You guys are just jumping off the side of the ship because you sure as hell can't reach the dock.
Well, we don't have like rope or something we can like.
Well, rope or something, right? Kind of get an idea. You can get on the mast and like swing one side and swing to the other, and then jump from the mast onto the dock. You can do
And
that.
I can just throw him, right?
And then what's that?
Can I throw him?
You can indeed just throw
It
him.
ain't my first time, bro. I'm trying to-
You can do that. Make an acrobatics check for me.
With disadvantage still?
No. And you're just gonna throw him?
Yes.
Natural
Athletics
20.
check. Natural 20.
That's 4, isn't it?
8.
Yep.
I need you to make an acrobatics check. You have disadvantage.
5.
5.
Can I catch him when they throw him as I'm swinging across?
Thinking.
What?
Just thinking.
What the shit?
I'd say make an athletics check with disadvantage at this point.
Sorry.
14.
Absolutely nuts. As she's climbing on top of this mast, and she gets to it, and you start rocking it. You rock it back, and when the ship gets rocked back, you throw, and like because the ship is now like kiltering this way, like you have to throw further, and it's just short. And that's when you come in, and this rabbit who just reached the apex of his arc starts to come back down, and you go nope, and you grab him by like his little scruff, and then you like jump from the mast onto the dock, and you guys just both. Roll across the dock for a little bit. You guys both get up. Thumper, you're just like, that's like God.
Well, I was gonna say he threw a pretty bitchin' spiral, dude. Because I'm like, and then I get rolled in. And like,
End zone receiver
just-
gets
yeah.
it. End zone receiver gets it. You guys land on the dock, and you guys see there's a oh my gosh, there's a rope ladder there. That you guys can just like toss down.
I'll paddle the ladder.
Okay, and you guys are both just going up the ladder then, and you guys get up to the ladder, and by then everyone on the crates is just looking, and they're like cheering you guys on as you guys are like doing all of this. Like when you land on the dock with Thumper, and he just kind of like haphazardly like lands next to you, and you turn, you see these guys on the ships. You just see like all these like large burly sailors, some of them like bald and tattooed, and they're all just like. Just applauding your prowess at, first of all, swinging a giant ship just to jump onto a dock, but also catching this like little fur baby as you do it. And then the rest of you guys get up, and then like you guys can see in the distance the lodger with several guards making their way your direction, and all the sailors are just like, run for it, go, get over there, get out of here. And the guys are looking around, and like this is a depot, right? Like you got large wooden cranes that are being used, moving cargo from docks onto loading bays or just storage areas. You have carts holding a bunch of these more cargo boxes, crates, cages with some bizarre animals in them. So yeah, you guys have a pretty large depot, and in this portion of the port, the wall gives way and makes room for a warehouse. What are you guys doing? And then of course there's the large white stone gate that you guys pretty much like parked your boat by. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Should we head for like a warehouse?
Yeah,
What do you guys
kind
think?
of evade detection, just hide.
All right, yeah, go. We're heading for the warehouse.
Collective stealth check for everybody.
Oh fuck. Well, I'm disadvantaged. You guys are regular, right? Are they regular?
Yes.
Yeah, regular guys.
And we're doing 13.
Stealth.
Stealth?
Stealth?
Yep. Stealth check.
19.
17, 19,
9.
9. All right, so
Do I have like any sort of collectiveness? Because I'm like with her. Like if I.
No, yeah, this is a collective stealth check.
Okay.
So you guys are all like working together. I was just gonna go into it.
But I mean, I can't run. I'm not gonna run. And I kind of just like traded shoulders, and I'm like on her now. Let's say
Okay.
that. I guess.
Word, yeah.
Okay.
And then like her long cloak is like kind of covering you up, concealing you a bit as you're making your way through this part of the port through the depot, and you guys are making your way to the warehouse, right? There are quite a few large bay doors open. There's a small waterway where smaller boats are coming in and out, trading cargo here and there, just to kind of sort things out and organize it. You guys see another man with a ledger, just writing manifests for what he's taking in. I say another man, like there's one of them. There's like tens and tens and tens of just these people. There's like hundreds of workers just in this port. And I don't think I can really paint a picture good enough. You could be like like this would be a frigate, right? This could carry 10 tons of cargo. And it's parked like by where this chair is. And then through the rest of this garage would be the depot. Like stacks of cargo go probably about halfway up the leg of this table. And then the wall, of course, the wall of Atlas is like probably as tall as this table. And then the warehouse is maybe about a quarter of the leg of the size of this table as well, stretching probably about the length of it on the far side of the wall. So you guys are running a good like half mile. Like just through, you guys have already long lost the guard, but if you guys are trying to get to the warehouse, like you got a trick.
Why are we going to the warehouse?
We're just trying to avoid the
Right
guards.
now, we're just trying to avoid the guards.
Alright.
Okay.
We still gotta make it to the military session.
We do,
Yeah.
but shouldn't we rest first? I don't know. What time is it?
At this point, I'd say it's like pushing 5:30, and you guys are. We'll say you guys made it to the warehouse. You snuck through a lot of the cargo storage areas there. You climbed some boxes and got into the rafters of the roof of the warehouse, where you guys were able to like take some straw that's been ported in as well and make it for yourselves little beds.
Okay.
Night.
Like without effort, he just goes.
Yeah,
to sleep.
I am
he
so
is
tired.
exhausted.
So I tell the ones that are awake, a little bit more about my backstory and how I had a dream after I had an encounter.
You can refer directly to the text if that helps.
Yeah, I might just read it.
Yeah, go for it.
So he doesn't know this.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He's asleep.
Yeah, Chris knows it. I'm gonna listen, but
Where is corn or gorn or torn? Arn? Corn? Where's he at? In all this?
he's back in the inn, bro.
Is he still at the
Yeah,
end?
he's sleeping. Yeah,
So I'm
he's
just gonna tell you like all
He's
my
at the
backstory.
knotted wall in, brother.
Alright.
So I'm telling you, I'm known as the Butcher of Nugshire. I led a slaughter in an elvish town when a drunkard spat on my horse, and then impressed with like my steel, a human King Marwyn recruited me. I became like one of his guardsmen, one of his top guys, and then he was promised a princess from another kingdom who I fell in love with, Delphine. And when Delphine confessed her love for me, I was banished, and he wanted my head. So he sent the guard that I served with to get me. So I've just been on a drunken blaze across towns, and that's how I know all these impoverished places. And I've kind of like calmed down a little bit with the mad killing. Because I was just going from town to town, just slaughtering. And now I'm just looking for the next drink, looking for the next fight. But I didn't have a purpose until I had an encounter with I woke up one day and I had an encounter with a mermaid. And when I woke up, she was a fish. It was just a fish.
Right on.
Yeah. And but after that, anytime I would go near water or near docks, I would see this fish like come to me, and I would feel a connection. I would just peer into waters looking for this fish. And one night I had a dream, and this fish became Delphine, and she had told me that she needs help and that she's trapped, and to go to the docks and find a ship. And we saw a ship called the Mortar Moor, and then I just woke up, but I could still smell the sea in the docks. That's why I'm here.
Gotcha. I was about to go back in character, but I'm sleeping. So.
Yeah.
Good backstory.
Just letting you guys know why I'm here. Like, why it was worth it
So
for me.
you already have a quest, is what you're saying.
Yes, I already have a quest, but it's yeah. It's at this point, it was a dream, and I'm kind of losing a little hope. I'm still looking. I still look for the mortar more. I still peer into water, but I'm kind of losing hope. So
Gotcha. Well, I'm sleeping.
yeah.
For, I don't know. I mean, I'd say, what, a nap or so? I'd say maybe. Just resting. Really?
You're not gonna do a long rest?
That would be, what, 6 hours?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Get you guys in the midnight?
we could
midnight?
look for the ship in the dark.
Yeah, I'm down for a short rest. I'm at half health, so if we're fighting people.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll just do a short rest.
Did you
I
get?
keep watch because I don't need any.
Yeah, you can keep watch.
So you're keeping watch?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh.
Okay, so you guys are taking a long rest and you're keeping watch. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
And that's all hit points back? Right, for a short rest? No. Or is that, what roll is that?
A short rest, you use your hit dice. So you only have one hit die.
Yeah.
And that's all the health you get back. A
Okay.
hit die plus your constitution modifier.
Okay.
If you're taking a long rest,
Will we take a short rest?
you just get all of your health
We're
back.
taking a long rest or short rest?
That's up to you
I'm
guys.
sorry, 6 hours is a...
A long rest.
Let's take a long
okay,
rest.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Hit dice.
10. Alright.
D10.
You're just keeping an eye out during their rest and
Do I need to roll two?
around 8
No,
o'clock.
we're doing
Oh, you got
the
full
doors.
watch.
The
Yeah.
22 today?
Yep.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
the warehouse
If you
all
use any of your abilities, you're going to want to do it, but you haven't.
Not yet.
and it's all locked up.
And then plus constitution modifier.
Yeah, you guys are in the
what's
warehouse.
it?
In the routers of warehouse.
I mean, you got better than me. That's for sure.
And,
Plus 7 is. Oh no. we're
you
just
see
full
an
health.
immediate exit below you guys. A little bit.
That's
like,
right, yeah, 'cause
down
we're
to
going
your
forward.
left. You see a doorway, kind of like set up how UPS is. You know how you go into the main door to the bay there. You guys would be like, there's that bay door to the left as well. You guys would probably be like in the middle, right?
Right.
The roof of that area.
You see
Instead of
the
being like
roofs?
20
No,
feet tall, it's like
he,
60 feet
he's
tall.
in the office.
And then,
Oh,
They
the
actually
roofs?
sneak
right
to
where that door would be.
Does
But
he
there's
still
a
have the bag
man guarding that door.
Yes, he does.
Just, like, kind of
I
standing
do
watch.
have the bag right
And
there.
then there's
a
like,
man there.
you do know there's a man there. You see him. And you also count like 4 individuals who are patrolling
Would it be considered
this
a sea?
huge warehouse. It's monstrous.
Where,
I wouldn't put it on me, bro. I already.
where are we exactly? In the warehouse?
Would you like me to draw it up very quick? Can I get your pencil?
What's going on?
Just rip
Sorry,
out like
dude.
half the freaking book.
We went through a whole like circle there, yeah.
You're good?
Yeah, what's going on?
Can I tell them or?
Yeah.
Okay. So around 8 o'clock.
Well, because you're telling just, us players, not the...
Yeah. Okay. Well, so around 8 o'clock, the whole warehouse got locked down, and there's an exit downstairs to our left. There's a guard there, and then there's 4 patrols within the warehouse.
Easy work.
It's a big warehouse, so.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And we're in the Raptors?
Yeah. Covered up in some hay.
I wonder if we can stay in the Raptors.
Then like hot power or something like that. Or like vent out. Yeah.
I mean, I've got good athletics.
Yeah, I'm gonna be holding on to somebody at least. That's for sure.
And so those bigger squares in the middle of that space would be like large shelves where cargo is stored, and then the smaller boxes are just a bunch of cargo boxes set up.
So we're in a corner.
Yeah, up in the rafters, above it all.
Okay.
All right. You guys finish your long rest. You wake up the warehouse is completely dark, except for a few sconces that sit down near the exits, and then some torchlight of a 4-man patrol that's walking the inner perimeter of the warehouse. Sometimes they stop and talk to the guy manning the door, and they just shoot the shit for a little bit, just talking about like home life and what they did this week, and then all right, whatever. And the guy watching the door, he trades places with the patrolman, and he starts his patrol going around the warehouse. It seems to be like 15-minute intervals here.
Did you find any exits?
Yeah, there's one downstairs. There's a guard there.
I kind of roll over like
Just-
easy work.
Just one?
There's just one at the door, but there's 4 patrols that are going around the whole warehouse. They seem to be coming every 15 minutes.
So there's just 5.
Is it fine?
4 patrols and one at the door.
That's right. That's what yeah.
I wonder if they have a way to raise the alarm. Also, like, I don't know how committed you guys are to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, what do you propose? What do you think is the best option?
I guess we go down and try to get out.
You want to try to cause a distraction or something like that? Maybe?
Yeah, probably.
I wish we had, like, guards uniforms or something.
I mean...
There are 4 of them. 4 patrols.
Yeah.
Considering you're the
I
smallest
don't know if
one,
it'll fit.
What do you want me to do? What do you propose?
We go back for the boat.
I think you should run out there and try to create some distraction without being seen.
Distraction without being seen.
And I guess
Alright,
we can
You
go
still have that
down.
horn?
I think I dropped it. The horn.
The horn. We'll see how long to it, yeah.
You have rafters and hay, right?
Let's see. So the rafters, is it cover like the entire...
Yeah, like
Roof.
like there's a skeleton frame, A-frame type deal that covers like the dome. I'm not gonna say dome shape. I guess like, you know, the bowed frame of the the roof.
Yeah.
And these are like large wooden beams that you would be able to easily go across. Any of you guys would need to make an acrobatics check, but it's small enough that you'd be able to do it.
Okay. I kind of, yeah, just ding, and then pull it out. I'm like, alright. I kind of get my little... Like, here's the plan. So, I think you guys should go down, and then I'm gonna... You guys need a signal. What kind of signal should I give you guys? Like a little, like, you guys like want a little, like, you know, like, a little, like, or something? What do you want? Like a little birds crow, like, or something?
Yeah.
Maybe like a 1-2 snap, you know?
That won't just...
1-2 snap? Okay.
Yeah, I like
All right, a 1-2 snap, and then I'm gonna go kind of try to get like above them, and then just kind of like I'm gonna really get their attention. You guys gotta be paying attention to this. I'm just gonna blow the horn as loud as I can. Then you guys head for the door.
How are you gonna get out?
I'll find out later.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the height
What are we
advantage.
planning to do with the guard?
Like an intimidate, or I mean,
I would think
stealth is the best way to go.
I would think they were gonna come investigate
Well, he's
me.
gonna also hear the guard. I'm assuming is gonna hear the horn.
That's the
right?
idea. That's the distraction.
okay.
So he's gonna go.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "What is that?" And he's gonna walk up and be
no.
like, as you guys slip right past him. Don't worry about me. I'll find out something else.
All right.
So go ahead. Keep going. Go. Get ready.
Okay, so you guys are making your way down to the rafters, down to the cargo boxes, the crates, and trying to get close to the door to listen and await the sound? Go. Okay, then I need you 3 to make stealth checks. You will have advantage as you guys are concealed by the dark.
And I'm heading to like get above him.
So what is dark vision for? That just helps me see things. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
19.
Nice.
Advantage?
Yes, sir.
God. All right.
Yeah, nice, huh? Did you get some?
10.
Do you make just like the slightest bump as you come down onto a crate, and you hear one guard just kind of go, "Sakari, was that you?" "Yes, do not worry about it." Then you scurry along, you get down to the floor, hit the concrete floor, and begin making your way to a stack of crates by the door. The torchlight of the guard at the door is just like barely out of your cover. Thumper, you begin making your way across the rafters, and I'm assuming you're like posting yourself up above like a shelf to jump onto, or you're just gonna. Well, I guess we'll come to that later, right? We'll come to that later. Okay.
Right.
Okay. And then you're gonna try to perform a distraction. Make a performance check.
Right.
I'll say with advantage, as you are pretty well hidden.
Oh, there you go. Say rested. Anyways. Performance?
Yep.
11.
11.
11.
Okay, and so you blow this horn.
No.
Oh, you do snap. What's that for? The distraction?
To get ready.
It was for
Okay.
Signal.
Like I'm
So
going,
it's-
I'm
he's
about
gonna
to
blow.
do it
Okay.
to let them know, and
Yeah.
then I blow.
Okay. So yeah, you guys hear and then you blow the horn, and the guard at the door who hears this goes, "Zakari, I'm on it. Deke, go help Zakari." And two of the patrol guys go and they start to investigate like where that came from. I need you to make a stealth check now. You're not going to be disadvantaged,
Yeah.
but just make
Regular.
a straight roll for me.
Straight roll, baby. 10.
Okay. And they're just like, well, it came from up there. We get up there. Okay. And then Zakari, this large black guy, just starts getting up one of these crates and he starts crawling up the shelf towards you, but he can't quite make you out yet in the rafters. At this time, the guard is still standing at the door, just kind of holding his torch out like this. "You guys need another hand?" "No, wait till we see what Zakari gets. Just give me a minute." And he continues to crawl, and he gets up to the second shelf, and he makes his way up to the third shelf, and then the fourth and last shelf with just one huge, and he just grabs it and gets up. And he pulls out another torch and lights it and tosses it down on the ground, like on the shelf, on top of the shelf. And then takes his own torch and is now holding up to the rafter, and you're just like laying down flat on the top of it.
Is there still hay on the rafters, or is that
No, that was just betting that you guys grabbed it for yourselves.
okay? I'm gonna just head for a darker corner, I guess.
Okay, so you make your way across the rest of this rafter where you get to a dark
stand up, just yeah, just kind of just.
and he's still looking. Goes, "I don't see anything." And the guy at the door goes, "Something blew that horn. Got a prankster in here, boys. Let's find him." And he begins to walk away from the door. It begins to go into like a shelf to the left, further away from you three hiding behind the crates. At this time, this would be your window.
We run for it, right? We go for it.
Yeah, we gotta run over.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
20.
Natural 20. Okay.
20, 13.
13. And you guys all one by one just get to the door. You open it and get on through, and one by one you guys start filtering out. Howdy, howdy. We're nerds.
You love it.
Basement children.
We're all in our 20s. So anyway.
Hey man, this isn't the time, okay?
Okay, so you guys all filter out one by one, the three of you, outside of the warehouse. You're still in the rafters, and you don't have any way to get down at this point.
That's fine.
What are you doing?
So I guess in the warehouse, like, am I on the side of it, and then I guess I try to like get to another side, like the exact opposite side of it.
You try to get to the exact opposite side of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna run like 300 feet across this warehouse then.
Let's
Like,
go half.
like further than that. Okay, so you guys. Okay, so you run back across the rafters and you get over another shelf that you can like jump down onto. Zakari's now like making his way away from this portion of your rafter. He's going down the top of this shelf, going to another one, and he's just kind of like holding his torch out across the gap there, and he just kind of looks down. He goes back, grabs a torch on the ground that he had thrown, and he throws it to the next shelf, and he's holding that light out, and like that light starts lighting up the next shelf, and he's looking at the shelf beside him. And what are you doing? Okay, make a performance check.
14.
14, and then yeah, it's like there it is again. It's like, all right, that's it. You get down here, and we won't beat you to bits.
Then you hear a little.
Make another stealth check for me with disadvantage.
Oh my god. 20 and a 3. So yeah, 3.
Yeah, I rolled ass. I got a.
Oh, sorry. Well, I don't add anything, huh? With
No,
disadvantage?
you still add
I
stealth.
still add?
You still
Okay,
add your-
so a 9 then, yeah.
yeah, I rolled a 2, so 3 though. That was close. So
You rolled a 2? Oh my god.
Yeah, and so he's holding his torch out and he's looking, and like he does not he hears a hee, and he turns the complete opposite direction.
It's the acoustics. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's so
acoustics
huge.
messing with us. And at this point, you three are just like outside the door. You guys can see the cargo. You guys can see like some torchlight here and there. People patrolling like the docks and the loading bays more than anything else. Like your road from the warehouse to the merchant's dock is like clear as day. Like you guys are clear to make your way through there. You guys are just missing Thumper, who is doing what now?
You said there was a shelf below me?
Yes.
I'm trying to make my way down to the ground level now. Yeah.
Okay.
Start getting out, yeah.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Right. 7 plus 5, is that 13?
Yeah, that's 12.
12. What's up, Pop?
Have a good hitch, man.
Thank you, sir.
Be safe.
I will. Yeah, did you hear about what happened? Did you hear what happened in Pluto today?
Yeah. Dropped another UFO. They don't know what the hell it is, but
Yeah. Yeah,
What was your
the flights were no one
Those
flew
are
in or
time
out
to
of Pluto today.
They
I
have
heard
that here.
Yeah.
Shut it all down.
Yep.
You mentioned it, yeah.
Exciting
Yeah.
times. Yep, exciting times.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you guys be safe.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, have a good night, Dad.
You gotta get out of here. Okay. So we'll wrap this up. Thumper, you delicately get down to the ground level. Sneak past the people with the torches who are oblivious to where you are. Make your way out to the dock. And wrapping it up here, I'd say you guys make your way back to like the merchant's portions of the dock. You guys are now kind of pondering this gate into the military ports. And you guys are looking at that. You look back out in the lane, and there's a ship coming in. And there are these lanterns hanging off the ship, lighting up the sides, lighting up the sails. But these sails aren't shimmering gold like the Sunfire Naval Company. They're black. And it's an octopus with its 8 tentacles. And each tentacle is carrying a cannon. And the octopus is painted red against the black sail. And you see on the bow of the ship in bold iron embroidery, Mortimer. we'll stop there.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Cool.
You want to do XP now or later?
We'll do XP later. This is going to be a hard one to figure out how to do XP for.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's still in play. Yeah. So.
yeah, that's true. Okie dokie.
So what'd you think?
I loved it, dude.
Yeah? Heck yeah, dude. Oh, you're bringing good energy, bro. Fuck yeah, bro.
Yep, I'm all in.
It's just that. It's just that, really, man. Yeah, it's bringing a little aspect to it. Yeah. I mean, when Devin's here, too, it's such a blast. Yeah. It's awesome.
I forgot that I was a barbarian for a little bit, so I was being really polite all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. Like, I'm